Hi everyone, Aldbar here. This is my solo walkthrough and guide to the level 9 heroic quest, Fathom the Depth, on the elite difficulty. Enjoy. Hi everyone, Warjack here. This is one of the Red Fen adventure pack quests. There are 3 lagging quests and a ultimate quest, so these are one of the 3 penultimate quests. Basically, there's a ziggurat someplace in the middle of this map, and you need to head there. There are actually 2 ways you can access the ziggurat, and I'll show them when I get closer. Fun fact about this adventure area, that actually the kills you can get on this Slayer zone, go up to like 9,000, which is incredibly high. And yeah, I don't think anybody ever does it. There isn't like any raid mechanic that allows extra spawning, so farming out 9,000 kills in this area will take you forever. There's a lot of XP though. Yeah, so this is the main, I guess, access point all the way at the bottom, and you have to climb all the way up. There is another access point, and it's halfway up the ramp. Yeah, so here's the second access point, kind of right over here, and it comes through this forest of gigantic mushrooms. You climb up the mushrooms over there, and then you access this and keep on going up.
Sahagin guard the top of the ziggurat. It's clear the fish people are trying to find something inside the ancient structure.
This rare doesn't always spawn, of course. Yeah, some free loot, why not?
Giant magical barriers enclose this space, and the area beyond the barriers is filled with seawater. The Sahagin have made themselves at home inside this ruin.
Yeah, this area is going to need underwater action, because there's a lot of underwater swimming here. But basically, we're talking to Foxpaw, and he sends us on our way, and he's hoping that we'll save his fellow Raven Eye clan members. If you don't save them, when you come back and you talk to them later, kind of shocked. We'll see why. Yeah, so Sahagin, basically you see them in Kothos, and there's a few in Three Barrel Cove, and you see them now in this adventure pack. The Ravenari clan members are hidden all over this place. It's very easy to miss them. So I'm constantly, mashing select next, hoping to auto-target something, like pick up on it, like, oh, there it is. Yeah, like this, it's like they blend into the wall, you can't see them. Basically, you need to talk to them and release them. It's a quest objective. It's an optional objective. But, you're just going for a completion, right? Because the chances are you're going to miss one and you're not going to get the XP for it. Basically, every time you come to a lever, some place around that lever is a good place to look for a clan member. Yeah, okay, there's staircase over here, but this is not open now. It's going to be open later. We have to go down first and go get the switch that'll open it. Move on.
The bodies of dead Raven Eye slaves litter the floor. The Sahagin are cruel.
We've got a few of these zombies. They're the same ones from the wilderness. And they're extremely vulnerable to some different types of energy. Getting to the switch activates them. I think they're like extra vulnerable to cold. Maybe also fire, I don't know. Anyway, this lever is going to get the thing back in the hallway, but again, if there's a lever, there's probably a Raven Eye member someplace close. I guess these things are only susceptible to hot, whatever, fire. They don't seem to be taking double damage from my cold damage, or from the acid. Mr. Breakable, sorry. We've got this little passageway off to the side. Got a few breakables, and there's a shrine. Just in case you want to hit like and subscribe. But don't worry, we'll be back here later. Also, there's a optional chest that we'll be able to access later once this room is flooded. Or you can already get it now if you don't want to wait. You've got a long jump. Again, you don't have to worry about this. This will be accessible later once this room is all flooded with water. You'll be able to just swim over there. But if you want to avoid backtracking or, I don't know, going off the beaten path, you can pick it up now. Whatever. Whatever suits you best. We've got this dead end also. There's a capped over here. We've got another optional chest. This is also meant to be accessed later once you have once this place is going to be flooded. Again, if you've got a long jump, you should be able to make it across. Whoops. Also, there's a Raven Eye member here. So, next to the chest. Wait for my cooldown. Line up. Got it. Yeah, the final Raven Eye member is right next to the boss, at the end of the path.
The switch that controls the magical barriers is you freed all the Raven Eye captives.
Yeah, so there you go. You get a chest. And then once we activate the switch, this whole place will become flooded. So you will not be able to get the breakables or get any of the
magic barriers vanish.
Any of the slaves.
Wall of water that floods the area.
Any slave you didn't save is dead. That's it. Okay, so now the area we came from, it has like very powerful water running from it. and you can't go back this way.
The rushing water makes it impossible to swim against the current here.
Now I have to go around. So you can see the area that's glowing underwater. That like gives you the direction. Some of these areas have like traps underneath them. So if you don't have any way to disable traps, just make sure you don't stop in the middle of the trap. These clams, they have pearls in them, collectibles, and if you get a golden pearl, you can upgrade some of your items. Probably most notably is the sonic wand. Okay, this is where we're supposed to go, but the gate's locked. You also have these shadow moss patches. These are basically your underwater equivalent. Give you underwater breathing for like a minute and a half. You won't see the buff because they've got underwater action on permanently, so it suppresses the buff. Here next to the lever, we've got a hidden secret. Beware of this secret. I've died in here before to these wisps. Not having evasion and not being ready for all these skeletons, I got overwhelmed and died. That being said, if you're prepared, it's no big deal at all. Yeah, so basically you better have some way to hit incorporeal creatures. AoE spells or whatever it is. Yeah, so a collectible in the chest. And of course it's locked. Yeah, pretty buff. Yeah, so this lever is going to open up the gate across, and yeah, we'll keep on our way. The path here is kind of linear, so there's not really much where to get lost. The worst comes to it, you'll be going in circles. You can backtrack where there's no need to. Yeah, so this is the room we were before, with the shrine in it. And here was the chest that we mentioned before that we already took. Yeah, so you could come around now and get up if you couldn't do the long jump. Yeah, and here you go, you've got a second chance at the shrine, just in case. As to before, we continued on this passageway, and if you want to get that second chest, well, this is your opportunity. These traps only become active once the water is up. Here you go. From this point on, there's water that pulls you. And yeah, so kind of towards the end, we'll have this part where you can go to get the what's it called? That extra chest. If you want to get back though, you're probably going to have to go the long way. So unless you've got a very good swim speed, going back against the current is not really an option. Not really an option. Don't have to have a great swim speed, but it has to be just strong enough to overcome the speed of the water. I should be able to make it. Get up these stairs and back to where that trap box is. Should be good. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so I only came in here to show you how to get that chest, and of course to disable the trap for the trapper bonus. But yeah, we need to continue from this room. In this big room, there's now a open area. If you look out, you'll see another place just like marked on the map, pink. Also, if you open up your auto map, you'll be able to see an area that you didn't explore yet. think this is where we're going. I love this thing that happens when monsters run into the water. They have to they despawn and they respawn back in their original location. Even running into the water, evaporating and coming back. But it also means that they heal back to full every time they do that. Yeah, basically from here it's kind of linear. These water elementals can be a bit dangerous, and it's going to be too bad though. Mainly they have this attack that gives you tons of little hits of cold damage. Start taking too much of them from too many water elementals all at once, you can very quickly die, so just be aware of it. You might want to run away and put on some kind of a cold immunity or something. Cold resistance, sorry, to avoid getting wiped out by them. And here we have a nether shrine, just in case. I believe these colossal clams they have a fixed set of random locations that they can spawn in. So they'll spawn in one of, 2 out of 3 of the potential locations. I don't think they spawn exactly in the same spot every time. I think. Okay.
At the bottom of the stairs, a group of angry Sahagin menace Foxpaw the Shaman.
Okay, so basically now we've circled back to the starting room. This is the room where we started in the first place. I think this is the room we started in the first place. Looks like it. Yeah, we started next to that torch over there, that bonfire over there. Let's go talk to Foxpaw. We didn't save all the Raven Eye clan members. We talked to him, he's kind of shocked. Yeah, you can climb your way out and do the quest. But we're not finished with the quest yet.
In the chamber ahead, a Sahagin wizard sifts through the remains of a smashed container. The planar fetter is not hit.
Okay, so here we've got 2, bosses, I guess. One of them is this big muck monster, whatever he is. And one of them is Sahagin. I think there's another trap someplace here. There's an AoE damage effect that he has. I mean, there's the grease that he puts on the floor that makes you slip, which is super annoying if you don't have freedom of movement and good balance save. And then there's the other thing, there's the AoE that he puts up, like a cloud. If he does, stay out of it.
You have defeated the Sahara and ended their enslavement of the Raven-Eye planet. You were unable to retrieve the plane of Fathom, and the Sahagan have taken the magical device back to their underwater base.
Okay, here we've got an optional. Pulling this lever opens up a optional ending. Well, a bonus part of this quest. You get to access the treasure.
Ahead lies the treasure vault, where the Sahagins store the loot plundered from this ancient ruin.
Okay.
The Sahagan's treasure guardian relentlessly patrols this massive chamber, made invincible by the muck flowing in through the wall grates.
So I'm just going to clear the trash that's around this room. Now, down the bottom, we've got this gigantic gelatinous cube with a chest inside of it. Currently, it's immune to all damage. Basically, what we need to do is we need to turn off these rooms. As he goes over them, he relights them. So you have to be quick about it. There's a ring outside, and then there's a passageway in the middle. If he hits you and you don't have freedom of movement, you'll become engulfed, and you'll start taking acid damage really fast. So for now, I should have the entire outer ring turned off. And now I need to do this center part. This is a really tricky part.
With the wall grates disabled, the treasure guardian is no longer able to feed. Now is the time to strike.
Okay, now to make this thing extra hard, there's traps around here. Will blow you into the wall, or potentially they shoot you into the gelatinous cube, just to make this whole thing a bit more chaotic. Okay, see? This wind is trying to push me into it. Even holding back, making sure that they move as fast as possible out of the way. Ouch. Got him. Yeah, basically killing him just drops this chest, who just has a key inside of it. And this is used to open up the treasure on top. Mind you, the treasure over here is not very exciting, but whatever. Yeah, this treasure also has it just gives you another gold key. So, in case you didn't want to go down, if you stood on the top, by the way, there's traps on the top also, but if you stood on the top somehow, didn't fall down, and you're like too paranoid to go down, you can also access it. Once you've killed him, just the chest out here with the gold key spawns. You need one key for every one of those sides. You only need one side to get out. Yeah, that's it. The quest itself isn't really hard. Kind of straightforward. The first times you might do it, you might get a little confused because of the overall layout. You might not be sure where to go, and the swimming part might be intimidating.
Guard the top of the ziggurat. It's clear the fish people are trying to find something inside the ancient structure.
Yeah, to get back, I strongly recommend just recalling or re-entering the red fans. It's much better than just trying to run all the way back. Well, much better. Yeah, and there's potential named items that can drop over here. They can be used for sets and for upgrades for sets. And there's even legendary versions. Yeah. Here we've got a little bonus clip. This is from like 9 or 10 years ago at least. Maybe even 11. It's just me and my old buddy Yeshon, like our first time experiencing this. And this is well, Warjack, me, in my first reincarnation as a half-orc fighter. We had no clue what I was doing, and there got Yeshon on the bottom tracking it down, turning off all the runes while I'm doing the hard task of recording it. Well, I hope you enjoyed that blast from the past. I don't have any more to show you, but if you did enjoy it, well, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you on my next video. Bye.